There's absolutely no doubt that this cake is both appealing to the eye and it tastes amazing. The three things I love about it is that it's ultra moist, only uses one bowl, and doesn't require electrical appliances to make. Join me today as we make the ultimate moist, oil-based chocolate cake from the comfort of your home. If you struggle with dry cakes, this recipe is definitely for you. Using South African pantry staples like canola oil and soft raisin flour, we're creating a decadent, fail-proof dessert that will leave your family and friends asking for more. Let's get on started. Please see the recipe noted in the description box. We're going to start by mixing our dry ingredients together until they're well mixed. You can use a whisk or you can use a fork. Open a space or a hole in the middle of your dry ingredients to pour in your already combined wet ingredients. This helps to ensure that everything mixes well and it distributes well while you mix. Mix your wet and dry ingredients together until they're well combined. Pay attention to be gentle with your hand as you're mixing. Be patient with yourself as you're doing this is cake, so you need to be handle it gently so that it can be able to rise when you put it in the oven. Now it's time to add the hot water or coffee. I went with coffee here, or coffee, which this is going to make your batter seem runny. However, this is exactly the secret to our ultra moist chocolate cake. You can use a spatula, a whisk, or a fork to mix your batter. Remember not to overmix. That's very important. Do not overmix. Now that my batter is well combined, I'm ready for baking. So I'm going to scoop over 2.5 cups of my batter into my prepared round baking pan to bake for 25 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius. My oven is already preheated and ready for baking. So here we go. It is very important not to overbake. Do not overbake. The sponge cake is done cooling for 10 minutes in the pan. Now I'm transferring it to the cooling rack for complete cooling. While that's happening, we're going to go ahead and prepare our caramel topping. Alright. Place your caramel treat in a jug or a small bowl of your choice. As you can see, the texture of the treat is more jelly-like. So we're going to use either a fork or a whisk to whisk it together and make it smooth and spreadable. And now we're ready to assemble our cake. Alright, I put half of the treat. I put half of the can on top of this first layer. But it's up to you. You can put more if you would like more. You can also be able to add things like peppermint crisp chocolate. You can grate it and then put it there to have a crunchy in between kind of taste. And then it makes it also minty. It's quite nice. So I'm using the other half to cover the top of the cake. Another thing I enjoy about using caramel treat as a topping to my cakes is that you can place it in the microwave for 30 seconds or however long you need, and then it gets to be runny. Then you can take it like that and pour it over your dessert or over your cake, and then it makes those dripping look on the side of your cake that makes your cake look so professionally made. I absolutely love it. Anyway, for my final touch, I am going to use milk chocolate by Cadbury. I'm going to chop it roughly and sprinkle it on top of the cake. I like my chocolate. So I am going to sprinkle for myself a generous amount. And I'll probably add more on my plate, on my slice on my plate. It's up to you. You can do it this way, or you can melt the chocolate as well and drizzle it on top of the cake. But I like this method more. I was wondering if you can hear it in my sprinkle over here that I am singing with excitement because we're closer to eating time now. We're closer to tasting this masterpiece we created. Yippee! The work is done. The work is done. Look at our work. Look at our work. Ready to serve and impress many taste buds. Mm. I hope you enjoy every bite. Let me know in the comments when you have made it. How did you find it? Did you share it with friends? Did you share it with family? What did everybody say? Check that sponge. Do you see that moisture? Do you see how easily the fork just cuts into the sponge like it's a warm knife to butter? It's amazing. It's amazing. I can't wait to hear what you say. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more of our recipes.